So this seminar tutorial is a summary of the lesson, Understand the Importance of Clinical and Management Supervision. So let's discuss the purpose of supervision. So the purpose of supervision, so the ethical framework for the counseling professions states that supervision is essential to how practitioners sustain good practice throughout their working life. Supervision provides practitioners with regular and ongoing opportunities to reflect in depth about all aspects of their practice in order to work as effectively, safely, and ethically as possible. Supervision also sustains the personal resourcefulness required to undertake the work. So what might practitioners discuss at supervision? Well, firstly, normative. And normative involves issues connected to professional and ethical guidelines like norms, laws, standards of practice, and competence. For example, discussion about data protection. Formative involves skills, theoretical knowledge, for example, the teaching of a stress management technique. Restorative involves recharging the batteries, disidentification from the emotional charge of client work, or managing life crisis whilst working, discussions about the impact of trauma work on the practitioner. So normative, formative, and restorative. So now then, there's the seven-eyed model supervision, which is by Hawkins and Sohat. And the model specifies mode 1, the client and their presentation. Mode 2, exploration of supervisee interventions. Mode 3, exploration of the supervisee and the client. Mode 4, focus on the supervisee. Mode 5, focus on the supervisory relationship. Mode 6, focus on the supervisor and their own processes. Mode 7, focus on the wider context of which the work occurs. So what will the impact of good supervision be? Now think of an example for a moment from peer supervision, which has helped you develop your client work. Think of an example, can't think of an example, it's okay, come back to it. But if you can, think of an example of peer supervision which has helped you and impacted you on your own personal development. So from a person-centered supervision, person-centered supervision aims to work with the internal processes of the counselor, their feelings and their attitudes, which might interfere with the ability to be fully present with the clients. So it aims to work with the relationship co-created between the supervisor and supervisee. A supervisory relationship is based on person-centered principles. So let's think for a moment clinical supervision. So identify some effective and less effective supervision experiences. Take a moment now to reflect and identify some effective and less effective supervision experiences. If you can't think of one now, you can come back to it. But think of how these experiences have impacted your clients and helped you develop as a counselor. Now, managerial supervision. So managerial supervision is carried out by a supervisor with authority and accountability for the supervisee. It provides the opportunity for staff to review their performance, set priorities, objectives in line with the organization's objectives and service needs, identify training, continued development needs. So if we compare that to clinical supervision, this provides an opportunity for staff to reflect on and review their practice, discuss individual cases in depth, change or modify their practice, and identify training, continual development needs. So managerial supervision, take a moment to identify managerial supervision activities that you have experienced and how these experiences, activities impact you, your client, and help you develop as a counselor or psychotherapist. Now you can take a moment to think about that or come back to it if you prefer and need some time to process that.